Okay, so I had SPN 791 FMI2 and SPN 792 FMI2, which is open or shorted on your wheel speed sensors, both of them on the back. Now, there's really not much online about this. It just tells you to go to an authorized person. And I haven't seen anybody else do anything on this. So what you got to do down here is your ABS module. You've got two connectors on it. This truck just has ABS, doesn't have traction control and all that stuff. If you go onto Bendix's website, the EC80ABS, you can pull up the wiring schematic and it'll show which pins on one of these two connectors goes to each axle. X1 is the one on the left with the colored wires. X2 is the one on the right. It is 15 and 18 on X2 and 10 and 15 on X1, which you'll have to look at the diagram to see where those are. So you just get a test lead, run it from those connections to the firewall to make sure you're good in between the module and the firewall. This one is the one you need on the firewall, the one with the cap off. So you just pull that guy out, push it all the way down, pull it off. And I couldn't find anything that showed which pin is which on these, so all I did was I just took it off here, hooked the jumper up to the connector in the cab for the module, and just jumped around between these. I think one of them was this one, one's that one is, you can't really see, it doesn't really matter, but just check them, just ohm them out, see which ones have continuity. If they've all got continuity, all four of the connectors for the back axle, then you're good from here to the module. So then you go here and put your jumper all the way back to your wheel speed sensor connection in the back and just test each one of these. What my problem was is that both of the positive sides of each wheel speed sensor had no continuity from here all the way to the back, which was where your wheel speed sensors are. And I actually changed the wheel speed sensors first, and they were probably good, but come down here, these connectors here, so I cut them off there. They hang down from up top here, and they're usually wrapped around your air hose there. They're all bunched up, and you take them apart, and then I ended up just replacing all four wires, two to each one, just so they could all be running the same wire loom. And as you can see right now, I haven't finished the job, but I've got them connected, turned the truck on, and my open shorted fault on both of these sensors is now gone. It's kind of weird that it was both positives. Kind of makes you think it's a power thing, but in the research I was doing, looks like these are passive wheel speed sensors, which basically there's no power being sent to them. They just, as they spin on that spline, the sensor, it creates an AC current and sends it back to the module. So that could be one thing that you're dealing with, but with mine, when I went back here and checked continuity, I didn't have continuity on any of them, so obviously that's an issue. I ran all these wires, I still got to clean it all up and zip tie it all up inside the frame, but it fixed my issue. I don't think I missed anything. I'm lucky enough I do have a deal to connect here, and it told me what the codes were, because I tried to get the blinking light codes that they say you're supposed to be able to get and couldn't get it. Apparently they say there's a momentary button somewhere in this truck that you can push and it'll give you your blink codes, but I don't even see it on this module. So I don't know where that button is, but I didn't need it because I was able to hook up and it told me what the codes were. That should be it. Like I said, the hardest thing was, you know, nobody really tells you. It's hard to find the information, but as you can see, this one that connects here, it's the first one closest to the outside on the bottom. That is for your ABS.